Welcome back to Dell's Corner, and this is episode 2 of Dell's Discussions. I know it's been a little while. I've been a little away from this podcast. I do apologize. I do have other things in the works, which you guys can go check out at San Japan Twitch channel, and of course, dropthespotlight.com. Or you could just follow my Twitter for updates at Deltron underscore 210. I do stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays after 9 p.m. Central Time. So I hope you guys enjoy this small podcast, and I'll catch you on the next one. Love you guys. Welcome to Dell's Discussions, episode 2. It's been a little while, guys. Sorry I've been away, working on some projects, trying to get things done, trying to live life. You know what I mean? But thanks for joining on in for episode 2. If there's anything that you would like me to discuss, maybe get my take on, please feel free to leave in the comments down below. I do check each and individual comment that is there. Or you can reach out to me on Twitter at Deltron underscore 210. But as far as tonight, I do have some topics that I kind of want to talk about. Some stuff that came up, some stuff that is in the now, some stuff that I just found out about, like today. And we got some giveaways that are going to be going on here pretty soon. But before I start any of that, again, today is April 16th, 2020. I did this before. Obviously, we all know what we're doing. We're in quarantine right now, you know. We're all staying inside for about 2 weeks or more until this whole thing is over with. I'm going crazy, guys. Are you? I really kind of starting to miss, like, social interaction. Before I was such a hermit. I mean, yeah, I went to all these cons and I went to all these places, met a bunch of people, but like, I'm generally a hermit. Like, I go nowhere else, just those places. I like to stay at home, but either way, the current count here in San Antonio from when I first did my did the first podcast, it has jumped exponentially. I can't remember the number from the first one. I think it was like a little over 100, maybe over 200. But now we are sitting at currently 890. 890 cases right now. I mean, that is wild. That is, it's just jumped so much, you know. As far as deaths go, though, I believe the death range was pretty low, to be quite honest. So the death range right now is going to be no, that's kind of rude. Actually, you know what? Does it even show me how many deaths? I'm actually on the website itself. It's sanantonio.gov if you guys want to go check those numbers out. And do it on your phone. On anything, really. On this specific website, I don't see any deaths. I know I was seeing deaths earlier today when I was checking it out. But I don't see any deaths this time. So, interesting. But either way, again, we're at 890. Excuse me. There is 172 travel related, 349 close contact, which is still really high. Community transmission, that's 289, and under investigation, which they may have it, is 80. So it's been pretty crazy. I mean, out of 2.5 million people here in San Antonio, 890 really isn't too many, but as long as we continue to contain that, then we'll be okay. But everybody knows, go wash your hands. Go wash your hands, stay inside, sanitize everything that you're touching. And I did find the deceased, the amount of individuals who have passed away from this out of the 890 is 37. But yeah, stay inside. Social distance. I know it's hard because like everybody, like all I've been seeing on Facebook and my social medias is like people are they're freaking out. I need to go talk to somebody, or I need to go do this. I need to go visit family. Like, they're not even recommending you to go visit family because you don't even know. You know, one person can get like 5 or 6 other people in a heartbeat. But either way, just be safe out there, guys. But on a side note, I picked up Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was the day that it came out, and I got the last copy at, where was it? It was at Target. I went to Target. They had 2 copies left. They thought that they had like a deluxe edition, but unfortunately they didn't. So missed out on that. I'll get something Final Fantasy. It's fine. So it actually took me, today's the 16th. It's taken me about 3 or 4 days to even get into it. Final Fantasy VII, I've mentioned this before on my streams. Final Fantasy VII for me as a gamer is one of those special games. Like, a lot of people in my generation, I was born in 88. In those years, by the time I started like playing video games, PlayStation was out, Nintendo was out, you know, doing their own thing. So many gaming companies were out there, and PlayStation really, that's what really got me started, like 100%, like hardcore. Because when PlayStation, the first one came out, Final Fantasy VII was released, and that was the first real game that I actually bought, like challenging game that I actually bought. Adult game, no. And playing that story the first time, the second time, the 100th time, it was just always interesting to go back to the turn-by-turn based gameplay. It was an RPG, or is it an RPG, and just the story in general. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's overrated, and it is, but when this game changed gaming in general, it's a big deal knowing that they went ahead and made a complete remake. So we get to the new one, and I finally pop it in for the first time. And the dilemma for me was like, do I want to stream it or do I want to enjoy it? And I decided that I wanted to go ahead and enjoy it and not stream the game. So I was back and forth, but at the same time, I wanted to have memories. So I wanted to have some type of gameplay that I can make clips out of. So from my PlayStation, I decided I can go live on my PlayStation, but I don't have to have a camera and I don't have to interact with my audience. I just wanted to make sure that I had the content. And I didn't want to like fill up my PC with a bunch of storage, like a bunch of gameplay, when I could just do it on Twitch. So I am streaming it, but again, you're not getting commentary and you're not getting a cam reaction. So if you guys want to check that out, every now and then, whenever you see me go live, if you see me playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, come on in, come and say hi, because I mean, I would love for y'all to enjoy this game as much as I already have. Played the first part. I was about 3 or 4 hours in, just taking it all in. The game is so beautiful. It's 100% beautiful. To this day, I still wish that they kept the original voice cast of Advent Children, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. It turns out that was their plan from the beginning, was to take that voice cast, but then they ended up they said, screw it, we're just going to recast everybody. So then we have the cast now. I don't really know too much about any of the voice cast members, except for 2 of them. One of them I follow more of his career than the other one, because the other one was just kind of like a side character for a season. And that's Tyler. His name is Tyler Hoechlin. Tyler Hoechlin. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember his last name. It's tricky, but his name is Tyler Hoechlin. And if you've never seen this character before, if at any point in time you watched MTV and saw a show called Teen Wolf, and no, not the movie with Michael J. Fox. Is it Michael J. Fox? Yeah, no, yeah, yes, no, yes. I gotta Google it, but he was one of the main characters in Teen Wolf on MTV, and his name was Derek Hale. Yes, Michael J. Fox. And his name was Derek Hale, and he turned out to be one of the best characters to actually follow his story in. Teen Wolf was about 7-8 seasons. I could be wrong. It could have been six seasons, 6 or 7 seasons or so. It lasted quite a while, and it did very good as far as ratings go. But then he left the show. So then, shortly after that, I met him. No, I didn't meet him around that time. It turned out I was following his career, but there was like a lot of hush-hush on some projects that he was doing. And then it was finally announced that he was going to become the new Superman for the CW series on Supergirl. And I was very skeptical at first about his career becoming the Man of Steel. You know, it's kind of hard to find somebody to fill those type of shoes. And I gotta say that his performance as the Man of Steel, as Superman, as Clark Kent is absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. He does such a good job. He's the new Superman. Like, he is Superman. Dun 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 dun. Like, he just has a smile, he has a personality, he has everything about it. It's just so great. So you guys should go check him out. Again, Supergirl, he plays Superman. He also plays Derek Hale. And today, I found out Tyler Hoechlin plays Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII. That's where it all ties into. Because as I was playing the first part and they finally revealed Sephiroth, he started talking and I was like, why does he sound so familiar? It was driving me fucking nuts. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to forget about it. It's probably some guy I don't even know. And I'm scrolling through YouTube mid-afternoon and bam, there's a thumbnail that says 10 things that you should know about the voice actors. And it had his picture and it had Sephiroth. And I said, no fucking way. Went to go do the research. Hell yeah. My boy is playing Sephiroth, the one-winged angel. His voice was so good when I first heard it. And like the other voice actors are cool. Like I'm trying to grow on them. But when I heard Sephiroth's voice, I was in. Not in the whole game. I was just in general. Like, I was just like, I could feel this character. I really liked the one from Advent Children. Not gonna lie. But, okay, this one's a good substitute. But he does such a good job. And I met him at Dallas Expo here in Dallas, Texas last year. And said hi to him. Very nice. Shook his hand. Firm handshake. They make the people in these shows look so much taller. But in person, he's like about my height. He's like about 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10". I was like, what? And he looks so much more built in the show too. And it's not like the bodysuit that he wears. Like, just in general, like, when he's Clark Kent, he looks pretty built. But side by side to me at that time last year, I was like, we're like average weight, average size. Like, you could just meet some Joe on the street. Like, you wouldn't even know. I don't know. It was tripping me out. But such a nice guy. And he did talk about to keep a close eye on his career, and this one just flew right by me. And when a Jeff Dunham, it just went meow. But it is what it is. Great job. I'm loving the game so far. It's beautiful. The voice actors do bring it together well. I want to see this thing in beautiful 4K television, 4K display on my TV, but soon. But moving on, I picked up this fucking badass router, guys. Have you ever just had like the shittiest internet and said, what the fuck is wrong with my internet? Why are my speeds so shitty? Okay. Sometimes it's the modem. Like, don't get me wrong. Like here in San Antonio, it's like a lot of people go towards Spectrum. It used to be called Time Warner Cable, but a lot of people go towards Spectrum. And I gotta say, I have been with Spectrum since they were Time Warner. It's been a very long time. And starting 3 months ago, I had like the worst fucking connection. Like it started dropping. They swapped out the modem and the router, not once, not twice. They swapped it out 3 times. And then they told me that, oh, well, there's nothing more that we can do. We keep coming by and it's like you're not losing any type of connection. And I'm monitoring it, guys. Like it's bad. It's fucking bad. So they tell me, hey, you need to pick up a different router. This is the only other option that we can think of. Blah, 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 blah. So just recently, about 2 days ago, I picked up a router. Badass router for gamers. Gives me 5G. I can control the bandwidth on it, on how many devices are on, what device can get how much bandwidth on it. Control your speeds. Meant for gaming. I can actually get it to where, like, if I play a game, it puts most of the bandwidth towards that specific connection and the game. That way I can make sure that I have a stable connection and I have the fastest speeds that I need. So it's really good. I really fucking love the shit out of it. So this is what is a little bit upsetting. So I buy the damn thing, I pick it up, I come home. The guy comes by one more time because I had already, the night before, I had dropped internet 6 times. 6 times. 6 times. Okay, do you know how frustrating that is as a streamer? Your internet drops 6 times, not once. Like once is enough. But 6? No, man. And then when I wake up the next morning, it goes out again. Like, no, I'm done. I'm donezo. Like, you're fixing this shit now. You know how many times I've been calling for the past 3 months? Anyways, I'm going to get into this whole thing. I'm just going to keep rambling. I was pissed. And as you can tell, I was a little bit upset. I'm still a little bit upset. I'm a little bit salty. Okay? A little bit salty. But either way. So the guy comes out. He double checks it. I tell him all the situations. 3 months, etc., etc., etc. Well, have they swapped out the router or the modem? I said, yeah, they have. Dude, they swapped it out 3 times. He goes, it sounds like it's the modem. And he goes, is the modem dropping out first and then your Wi-Fi drops out? And I said, well, yeah. And he goes, that sounds like that's the modem. Every single time? I said, yeah. I was like, it can't be the modem. They swapped it out 3 times. It's the fucking modem. 3 times. I had 3 faulty modems. It's the modem. So I hooked this sucker up. I fucking, like, they tested on their shit. We're good. We're solid. I have not had any issues. I've had over 13 texts come out, guys. 13 texts within a 3-month period. And this one guy was like, it's the fucking modem. Simple. Fuck. So anyways, I get my Wi-Fi router set up. And I gotta say, I was upset because I was like, I spent X amount of dollars. If you guys want to go check it out, it's called the Asus AC3100 dual band Wi-Fi router. Okay, you could go check it out on Best Buy. One more time, Asus AC3100 dual band Wi-Fi router. That's how much I paid. And I was like, well, fuck, if it was a modem the whole time, then what was the point of buying the fucking router? And here's the thing, I can't return it because of this coronavirus shit. Okay, this COVID-19. Because I've already touched it, I already have it, and I can't bring it back to the store. So regardless of what type of warranty I have, it's not going to matter because I cannot return the merchandise. So I can't get my money back. So I was pissed because I was like, oh, fuck it, $250. Oh, well, there we go. I just let you know what it was. $250 went down the drain. You know, I just paid for it, whatever. It's not $250. It was actually $209. Whatever. See, I get caught up in my conversations, and I didn't want to say it. Whatever. It is what it is. So I paid $209, and I was like, oh, I'm out of all this money. I said, fuck it, we might as well just use it, and it's the best thing I've ever fucking had. I can do anything and everything on that. I can even connect Alexa to that router. Hey, Alexa, turn on the guest internet. Hey, Alexa, add more bandwidth to my Samsung Galaxy phone. What if my daughter was like, no, I'm not listening to you today. No, I'll do it in her voice. What if my daughter was like, no, I'm not listening to you today. And I was like, oh yeah? Well, Alexa, turn off my daughter's internet usage. Yo. Fucking fire, bro. Fucking fire. You guys gotta go check it out. It's a great thing. It's on sale right now. Speaking about Best Buy, curbside, fantastic. It was the greatest experience I've ever been in. I was the first one there too. They were like, oh, what's your name, sir? Like I had the window cracked just a little bit. And I told her my name a couple of times. And she's like, I still can't hear you. So I opened the door. She's like, oh, no, that's okay. Dude, people are freaking out about this thing. Like, whatever. So they were just like, okay, I'll go get it. They ran, came back up, got it. Fuck. Why haven't you been doing this like all along? Like, have you been doing, like, do this more often? You know, people are saying right now that, and I was just talking to my fiance about this the other day. People were saying that the coronavirus has pushed society 5 years into what was it? It was 5 years. 5 years. I can't think. Okay. It's put the coronavirus COVID-19 has pushed society 5 years in technological what am I looking for? Technological interfacing? I don't know. Basically, it pushes 5 years into the future for all the people who didn't want to learn on how technological advance. There we go. I couldn't think of it. And it pushed everybody 5 years into the future, where basically all those times where they were like, I don't want to learn this, like it's so stupid, like why can't I just call them, it would be a lot easier. Now it's not even like that. Like they're forced to use Faber, they're forced to use curbside, they're forced to use like online deliveries like through Walmart or Target or anything that you can think of. They're forced to do it now. And it's amazing to see that it took something like this for somebody to learn something so simple. Do you know how much like Faber's gonna jump up now? Like, do you understand on how this whole shipping shit is gonna that's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be the fucking future. And it's gonna be the same thing for gaming as well, like if you really think about it. Because now these people are having to experience digital downloads. And for all those people who are like, fuck digital, like for me, like, oh, fuck digital, like I don't want digital, I still want a physical copy, fucking old school me. There's people like me who are forced to do digital downloads because well, they're not forced to, but they have the option to do digital download, but it's more it's better on them because now they don't have to leave the house, and now they've gotten the taste of digital downloads, and that's all they're going to end up doing now. Like this is going to skyrocket the digital downloads right now. For me, I'm still old school. Like I had to go out and find a Final Fantasy VII copy. Like I did not want a digital download. This one I wanted a copy. Almost all my games I want copies because I'm choosing that game for a specific reason. But I'm not willing to do any type of digital downloads other than what's going to go on my PC. Okay? I'm a console player by heart. Okay? As much as I like PC gaming, I'm a console player by heart. That's what I grew up with. I went from PlayStation to Xbox 360. I never had the original Xbox. Went from PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and then PS3, and then PS4, and obviously we're most likely gonna pick up the fucking PS5. So I'm all about Sony. I'm all about PlayStation. You know, I'm not in that like I'm not hardcore into the PlayStation is better than Xbox. I don't, hardware wise, I could give a shit less. Content wise is where it matters for me. And if you can give me good content, then I would go more for that side. And that's why I choose PlayStation most of all. Like their exclusives are fucking bangers. Like no joke. You got Infamous. You never heard of Infamous? Go check out Infamous. PlayStation 3, check it out, you'll fucking love it. Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. You got The Last of Us 2 that's going to be coming out. Final Fantasy Remake exclusive. Do we understand this? Spider-Man PS4 edition. Like anything that you can think of. Most people who hate on PlayStation is because they hate that they can't get these games. Like, that's fine. We understand that you don't want to play or that you don't want to pay to buy another console. It's understandable. But don't be hating on that console just because you can't get those exclusives. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. That's my opinion on it. If you can give me good content, I will continue to purchase from you. And Sony, PlayStation, they give out good exclusives, and that's what I go for. I go for exclusives. God of War. I mean, you could just keep on going and going and going. So it is what it is. PlayStation all the way for me. I'm pro PlayStation, but PC is still where it's at. I can get so much more on my PC, and especially on the older games. So, but let's go ahead and move on. Recently, we're gonna move into like the film industry. Okay, a film that I just recently saw, a film that touched my heart, and that's been touching a lot of people's hearts since it came out. It was supposed to be a theater release, but unfortunately, because of this virus and social distancing is a thing, and movies is obviously out of the question, they decided to go ahead and release it out on Netflix? Was it Netflix? I think it's Netflix. Yes, it is Netflix, and that's the movie Onward. So it's more of like a fantasy, sci-fi type of thing. Like there's ogres and there's like it's different, okay? And I was pretty surprised on who the two main brothers or actors are in this, and that was Tom Holland and Chris Pratt. I kind of keep up with Tom Holland, so this one kind of fell underneath my radar. But everybody was kind of talking about it. I didn't watch it. I was like, it is what it is. But I'm glad that I did. This movie is pretty fucking special. Basically, it's about two brothers. One who doesn't know his father. The other one who barely remembers his father and wishes that he would have said something before he had passed away. Spoiler alert, father passes away. Okay? It's not really a spoiler, but it is. It's pretty implemented in the trailer. And then of course the one who raises them on a daily basis is their mother, you know. So it has everything to do with sci-fi, wizards, ogres, warlocks. It's just stuff like that, you know. And it turns out that they find out that their father was a wizard, and magic has died in their realm, or in their world, when their past history states that they are that magic existed, and it used to live among them, but as time grew, you know, magic basically went away. There's so many different types of stories to tell in this. Like, I would love to hear more about this. Like, this movie can actually branch off to so many more in the same realm. So I'm pretty happy about that, because so to give you a rundown, one of the brothers, man, he's like, I wish I met Dad, you know. I wish I met Dad. I wish I knew what he was like. I never got to meet him, or I never got to meet him, you know. What was he like? And his older brothers, you know, the younger brother's more responsible, while the older brother's just kind of a little bit more destructive, more open, more comedical. Like, he tries to turn everything into a positive, and I like his personality. I really do. So anyways, they find out that their dad is a warlock, and it turns out there's a spell that will actually bring him back for one whole day. Was it one whole day? Yes, one whole day. And they try to figure out what's going on, and basically they use their spell to get half of him back. It turns out there is a gem that's going to be able to help him come back to life for 24 hours, but it busts, and they have to go find the other another gem. That way they can bring back the other half of his body. And then the story just kind of goes on this journey on how they work together, and they're determined to meet their father one more time. It's a really good film. I don't want to give out too much, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Go check it out. It's really good. It's really good. It's on Netflix. If you guys are interested, I might be willing to watch it on that, what is it, that Netflix movie watcher thing where you get to watch with your friends and stuff. I don't know. Let me know. I'm interested in it. And lastly, I kind of want to talk about giveaways. Giveaways right now. I'm going to try to do at least 2 giveaways a month, just for all the love and support that generally goes on a daily. Those are going to be Gleams. I only do my giveaways on Gleam.io. Okay. Usually I post all of my links and stuff on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, mainly on Twitter. I'm always posting on Twitter. Another place that you're going to be able to find it is going to be TikTok. So I'm going to be doing that as well. I've been slowly working on TikTok. If you guys have any ideas for giveaways, let me know. That way I can look into them. I'm probably going to do another Amazon giveaway for $20. San Japan Gaming, they're going to be having a giveaway soon. And if I remember correctly, Kira Crystal is going to be talking about that more. So if you guys haven't already, go check her out on Twitch TV at Kira Crystal. And just keep an eye out, because she's going to start talking about some giveaways that we're going to start doing at San Japan Gaming. And if you haven't followed San Japan Gaming, go do so at Twitch TV at San Japan Gaming / San Japan Gaming. Go check it out. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for y'all. If you guys like this type of stuff, let me know. At least I know that I'm doing something a little bit right. But again, don't forget, I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. You can check me out at my channel at Deltron_210. Or Thursdays, I actually stream at San Japan Gaming. And Fridays, I stream on Drop the Spotlight Twitch channel at Drop the Spotlight. Pretty simple. But yeah, let me know if you guys want any guests on. I can make that happen. You guys want to know more about these giveaways? Check me out on my Twitch, or really on my Twitter. Again, one more time, at Deltron_210. And don't forget to go check out my reviews on video games, unboxings, merchandise, accessories at dropthespotlight.com. And I believe you can just type in my name, Deltrons, and it'll pop right up. But thanks for listening. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Love y'all. And y'all have a good